everyone at home. I hope you're all keeping well and safe. I'm A.A.Chaudhuri and I'm one of Loombook's crime authors, and I'm here to read you my story that I've contributed to their exciting new crime anthology, Given in Evidence, which is out May the 1st and available to pre-order from the 10th of April. So I hope you enjoy it. Here goes. The encounter. 7 months ago. I didn't hear you come in. The radio was playing, the kettle switched on as I hummed along to Bruno Mars. But when I turned around, just as the water reached boiling point, there you were in my kitchen, and you frightened the life out of me. You always do. After what you did, I thought you'd leave me alone for good. Stupid me. I should know by now what you're like. Stubborn, determined, manipulative. Someone who always gets his way. At least, that's what you like to believe. Being an egomaniac. Your rabid blue eyes are victorious. You know my Achilles heel, and I fear you've done something monstrous. The one thing you know will hurt me to the core. I can't bear thinking about it, so I focus instead on getting you out of here, even though I'm clueless as to how. You are physically so much stronger than me, slim, toned, athletic, and although I am also in good shape, I am no match. You eye me with a mixture of rage and lust, a crazed stalker eyeing his prize, wanting her and yet knowing he can't have her because her affections lie elsewhere. It drives you insane, knowing I don't love you as you love me, although surely this kind of infatuation isn't love. Surely, if you truly love someone, you'd let them follow their heart, be happy. You don't stop them, keep them your prisoner in some hideous Handmaid's Tale world. But you do. Not because of your so-called love for me, but because anything else would be an admission of defeat, a massive dent in that colossal ego of yours. My throat is bone dry as panic sets in and I almost can't breathe as I realise I am trapped, literally. Please leave, I somehow say, trying to keep my voice steady, willing my knees not to fold. But it's like you don't hear me, as if my plea means nothing to you, futile against your mission to control me. You edge closer and I realise what's coming. Although I know I should fight back, a part of me hopes that if I submit to you, you'll leave me alone, for a while at least, giving me time to figure out a proper plan of escape. So I don't struggle as you push me against the wall, feel under my dress, and yank my knickers down. And although it feels like a lifetime as I shut my eyes and think of him, try to numb myself to your grotesque violation of my body, my ordeal is over in minutes. For a moment you rest your chin on my shoulder, and I try not to vomit at the sound of your panting. Try to ignore how sore I feel, how humiliated, all the while praying that you will now leave me be. Finally, to my relief, you pull away, your eyes penetrating mine as I blink back tears and say, "Please, leave. You got what you came for." But again, it's as if my words have fallen on deaf ears, because then you say smugly, "He's dead." And now it's like all the oxygen has left my body and is swiftly replaced with a knife-like pain that makes me want to scream until my throat hurts and I ache all over. But I can't. It's the shock, I guess. The shock of learning that he's gone, that I'll never see him again, hear his voice again, touch or be touched by him again. And it's then that I start to hyperventilate. I want to be sick as I look at you, feeling myself hating you more, though I hadn't thought that possible. "I hate you," I hiss. There's venom in my voice, no mistaking that I mean it with all my heart. You look momentarily shocked, so I twist the knife. I would rather die than be with you. Further still, I regret the day I ever met you. I wish you were dead. Nothing would make me happier. I can tell that my words have stung you badly, but surprisingly you don't explode. You know how I value yet fear the power of words, their ability to inflict a harsher pain than brute physical force, their ability to fill a person with hope, yet also crush them, depending on what is said. Knowing this, you land another bombshell, rub salt into my wounded heart. They'll never know it was me. I'll tell them everything, I somehow say, desperate, despite the aching nausea in my gut. That's not going to happen. You sound so cool, so calculated, although I can see the vein that stretches snake-like across your forehead bulging, the way it often does. What do you mean? I wonder what trick you have up your sleeve, although I almost don't want to give you the satisfaction of revealing it. Surely you don't mean to kill me. And then you grin. A grin I'd first thought so boyishly handsome, so charming, but which now disgusts me. Back then I'd been naive to the monstrous sociopath behind it. If I can't have you, no one will. Isn't that a line from one of your novels? Despite my heartache, I am suddenly superhuman, imbued with an energy I didn't think I had left in me, an energy born from anger, grief, and a profound sense of injustice. And I reach for the nearest weapon, remembering how one of my heroines had used the same to flee her attacker, and I launch it at you, thinking how ironic it is that life is now imitating art, imagining that, like her, I will succeed. You scream and it's music to my ears, and I think that, like my heroine, I have won, can escape. But I am wrong. This isn't fiction with a happy ending. Things aren't going to end well for me the way they did for her, because then you surprise me, and afterwards everything is blank.